Hey guys, be nasty here. Gonna do a quick Italian turn, and then I might be back on pretty soon to carry on with. Well, sorry, I'll do the American turn as well, and then I'll take a little break and see what's going on with China and the warlord cards, pardon me, and the events. So, um, just a couple of quick little housekeeping things. I know there was a bit of a misunderstanding about Japan, so they rolled to align to Entente, but they start the war as a neutral nation. They have to declare war, and because they don't start their turn at war, they don't get to roll tech, nor do they start with any income. Which was, we kind of rationalized Italy was a bit of a different situation because the Balkan Powder Keg 2 event, they rolled to enter the war, like they were an active combatant because of that event, and so for that reason, they start their first turn. They begin that round at war, and so we thought, in kind of the spirit of the rule about starting with wartime income, that Italy would start with their wartime income and have a tech roll in their first turn. So it's not always that way for Italy, just the way it worked out this time. And there are some events, or at least one event anyway, where Japan could possibly be in the same situation on the other side, starting the game at war against Russia, where in that case they probably would get a tech roll and have their wartime income to begin, at least in this kind of house rule that we've crafted. But during their turn, Japan did declare war. They do have 2 infantry as reserves, so I am going to just put these out into, I'll just put them in Tokyo. Actually, or whatever, I'll put them in Tokyo. Just because he did declare war. Japan did declare war on Germany on their turn. I'm going to make one of those big pink circles around those guys. So they would have had those 2 infantry to place as reserves. So that was one of the housekeeping things. I've already taken care of this, but I think the Japanese had rolled for wartime and unfortunately had hit it, but that has been removed because they shouldn't have been able to. And this factory, which had been upgraded, I'm not sure if it got changed out or swapped back, but it is a medium still. So that's some of the housekeeping things. One other little thing that I noticed is that the Russians do not have a garrison inside of Saxony, and so that is worth 2 IPP. So that'll be 2 IPP less in the Russian bank. So that was a little housekeeping. And then I just have to put a circle around here. There's still a bit of a Discord debate raging about, is this Camel's attack legal based on the camel movement restrictions? So I'm just going to leave that there for now, because as far as I know, it hasn't been resolved as of this moment, and I've got some time, so I'm going to carry on with my film. So that's all that. Italy's factory remains undamaged, so they're going to roll for wartime economy. And a 4 is a miss. Italy has 6 IPP to spend. They're going to spend all 6, building a Bersaglieri and a militia. So that is all 6 of their IPP spent. For combat moves, they're just going to have 2. Airship's going to go 1-2 and do some raiding versus at Bohemia Major Factory. And then this naval transport is going to move here, pick up a militia and an artillery, and they're going to offload them into Campania. These 2 militia will also attack, and these 2 as well, and this pre-dreadnought, pardon me, will get a round of bombardment as well. That is going to be it for combat moves. Yeah, might have other non-coms in a little while, but not right now. Okay. It's a fairly straightforward battle, so it's a mountain territory, so it makes things somewhat straightforward. I guess first thing, I'm going to have that B-Dread as a bombard at 3 or less, and a 7 is no good. And so then I'm going to have, for this first round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sticks at 1. Nope. And for defenders, you have, oops, goes there, sorry. You have a mountain infantry, which will make brown, and a colonial, which will make pink. Brown is at 5, colonial, pink is at 2. That's 2 misses. So now in round 2 of combat, I'm going to have 1 infantry boosted, and I'm also going to have an artillery at a 3. So light green is at 1, dark green is at 2, and the artillery orange is at 3. 1, 2 hits. 2 hits back. So use a militia and a militia. Got that. So, and then I think I was kind of worried about this happening. I'm not. Do I have to hit the seaplane? Like, does the seaplane require? I'm sure to read about that. Okay. Again. I don't know. Anyway, you know what? I guess I can't retreat. If I retreat, that artillery dies, right? So, I mean, I have to roll it out and see. Oh no. Okay. So if the seaplane doesn't automatically die, which he might not, I have no idea, then yeah, I guess I'm gonna make one of my big pink circle questions here. I'm gonna play it out as though I have been unsuccessful. And then so then these guys will retreat. Actually, retreat like that, 2 there, I'll go 2 there, like that. And then this artillery would die. If not, then these 5 units, 5 land units would be in Campania, and this seaplane is dead. Okay, that's that. This is my airship attacking Bohemia. That's a miss. This is your anti-aircraft again. That is also a miss. So that's that. Okay. For non-combat moves, I am going to rail this artillery to Egypt. Eastern Egypt, pardon me. Still a rail connection there. Guy from Eritrea is just going to mark over to Nubia. And these guys are just going to simply swap places. And scratch that. So leave them both here. Okay, and then just placing units. So first Cagliari, put in northern Italy. And the militia I'll build in Rome. And that's it. So click 6. Right. Which brings us to America. Japan is already gone. So and color that kind of looks like that. That's getting kind of close-ish. That works. Okay. Big one. I'm gonna roll over here for America's wartime or whatever peacetime income increase. Nice. Um, they $1 to spend, which is not enough money to do anything. So they won't do anything with that $1. Do some non-combat moves on land though. Um, and move this infantry here. And I'm just gonna march these militia here and here. And this cavalry, and then so the cavalry in Texas, and then these three militia. The three militia will rail, and the cavalry will move. So 1, 2 to San Francisco. The cavalry just like moved 1, 2, and the three militia railed. So look at that. And that's it. I think that I can do. And then we'll go to Mexico, where I think we're going to try to put the nail in the coffin here. One infantry is going to march into Veracruz. And everything else will then attack. Well, the pony's going to go 1 and attack from here. These guys will be no terrain, and these guys will be terrain. Round 1 will have 3. Each you guys come from a crossing at 1. Let's have 2 of the infantry coming from eastern Mexico at a 2, and then my cav at a 3. So yellow 1, brown 2, green 3. There's 2 bits. So this will do it for the Mexican Civil War. Defending at a 4. It is a hit, so we'll lose militia. No. 4. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Okay, so oops. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, resolution. Revolution continues till one side eliminates all forces from the opposing side. Revolutionary win. If the revolutionaries win, Mexico becomes neutral, and the USA advances 3 stages in improved logistics and 2 stages in improved construction. So that will happen. 3 stages in improved logistics and 2 stages in improved construction. and Mexico becomes neutral. So Mexico is neutral. Demobilize. Remove half of each type of unit fractions rounded up. Transfer all. I still am confused by what that means. So I lose half of my militia. There's one. So that's 0.5. And fractions are rounded up. Is that rounded up for what I keep or what I lose? It's going to be 2 infantry for sure. That part's easy. But it's either 2 infantry, a cav, and a militia, or it's just 2 infantry. I don't know. I'm going to put them out there like this, and I'll let the powers that be weigh in and help decide that. Okay. I think that is it for America's turn. They will collect a whole $3, $4 to spend next turn. Still no cash. Still no cash and carry available for the allies, which is super funny. War's been raging for 3 turns for some nations, but America's still not at 4 income. Okay, so I think the things that I just need to ask about are that fight in Campania and the Mexico units, and then it'll be off to China for the warlord cards. All right, thanks, guys.